Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back, y'all. Welcome biggity back, y'all. Hey, you guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, howdy. My name is Kelsi, and I'm here for you guys every day of the month, at least for October, to talk about my VSG journey and other things. It's my hope that for these videos you're able to find, I'm doing a goggle or a binocular right here because I have papers in my other hand, find the answers to questions you've been looking for, or the path to choosing surgical weight loss is made that much easier. I hope that you all are doing okay today. I'm doing pretty good. Don't mind this blue eyeliner here. I did dress up today again. It is my second day of dressing up post or pre-Halloween, and today I went with like a Beetlejuice theme. I will insert a picture here. So it's been really fun. I had somebody say to me today, I wish I had your confidence. I wish I was able to wear that and not worry about what people thought. Even before weight loss surgery, I really didn't care about what people thought about the way that I dressed. I've always had my own style. I've always been my own individual. Of course, I always want, like, tips and hints. If you think I could do something better, let me know. But I've never really been too worried about what people thought about how I dressed. It is what it is. Either you like me or you don't. Anyways, I told you guys I can't have a moment to myself. So now she's up scavenging in boxes in my garage. Oh, you guys, Peach is a mess. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and get into the video. Today we are going to be doing a Q&A, a subscriber Q&A. So I was able to get all of the questions that you guys asked me because I use my phone for recording, so I can't read them off of my phone. So I didn't look at these prior to printing this out. As soon as I printed them out, I kind of closed them up and waited for the video because I didn't want to spoil the reaction or the answer. So we're going to go ahead and get right into it. Hopefully I can squeeze all of these questions into a good time frame video. I'm not trying to bore you guys to death with these videos. I try to make them super short. The first question was, how did you break your stall? And this was from, her name is _poetry on Instagram. So the main thing that I would do when trying to work through my stall, I would change up something. I would change up the number of calories I was eating. I would change up my exercise routine. I would introduce intermittent fasting. I'm not encouraging you guys to do this. I did work out something with my nutritionist and my surgeon. I am able to intermittent fast, when I feel the need to, because it does help my body. I have PCOS. And even after the surgery, my body is still different than a lot of you guys who just have a normal, you might just be overweight and, you want to have, a better body or, want to lose that weight. It doesn't always work that way for me. So sometimes I'll intermittent fast. But the main thing that I do, I change up something in my routine. Or I try to find what it is that I'm eating that makes me stall. So I hope that helps. Next, this one comes from Jazzy's Crafts and Things on Instagram. How is your confidence now? Do you still see a bigger you? My confidence is so much better. I feel so much better about myself. I feel more confident to do certain things. I feel more confident to just be me. I don't feel like my weight is the first thing that people see anymore. I've gotten a lot more compliments. I've gotten a lot of just random people telling me how beautiful I am. And of course that doesn't take away from a confidence. I do still see a bigger me, and I struggle with that. I definitely struggle with body dysmorphia in photos and just looking at myself in the mirror. I do still see a bigger me, but I am working on that through therapy and addressing that. I am working really hard to hone in on who I'm trying to be and where I'm going, and I think that's very important. So yes to both of your questions, but I am working on the second part. The next question comes from Sharonda Mackey on Facebook. Did your husband go through changes when you started your journey? No. I asked him how he felt about me and my weight loss and, anything else I was going through. Y'all, you have to forgive me. I literally just ate dinner and I feel like I can't breathe. So taking in a deep breath is kind of hard. So just forgive me if I sound winded. No, from what he's told me, he didn't experience any changes. Of course, there's certain things we can't do the way that we used to, like go out to eat, and like going out to eat and going to a movie, that was like our thing. That's just what we did. Going out to eat, that's just what we did. And so now we're having to find ways to spend time together outside of eating. Like I've told you guys many times before, we've had to kind of refocus our relationship, our marriage, and that's very important. This is from, and I hope this is Mecca Jackson on Facebook. Hi, Kelsi. How has your acid reflux been since you are 6.5 months out? I'm actually, and I made this mistake. I think I'm 8 months closer. Let's see. Hang on. This is so bad. Watch me try to do math here. I had my, I'm 8 months out. So November will be 9. So my acid reflux is non-existent. I don't have any problems with acid reflux. Thank goodness. The only time I have problems with acid reflux is if I eat close to bedtime and I lay flat down. That's been the only time. And when I say it's bad, like y'all, I start like, I guess, regurgitating and it goes through my nose. It is horrible. I hate it. So, but as far as like, having to take Prilosec or any type of heartburn medication, I don't experience any heartburn. I can eat spicy things again. I really don't have that problem. And if I do, it's very few and far between, and it's because I've eaten too close to bedtime. The next question is from Leslie Tidwell. What is your favorite meal right now? My favorite meal, oh my goodness. I really just feel like I don't put a lot of emphasis on food anymore. So it's hard for me to say what my favorite meal is. My favorite food, of course, is still and always going to be cottage cheese. And I know that's so weird, but I really and truly enjoy cottage cheese. But I'm definitely really liking like fresh vegetables. I have been like on this kick. And mini cucumbers, I did not like cucumbers before my surgery. I haven't eaten cucumbers ever. So I started eating them after my surgery, and I absolutely love them. But I started getting the little mini cucumbers, and I'll half it and then quarter it, and I'll eat about a half of a cucumber. Listen, it's delicious. I love it so much. If you're wondering why I keep looking over here, my cat is doing something, and I just want to make sure she's not going to kill herself. Next question is from Charlie Robinson. How are you doing mentally right now? I'm okay. I have good days. I have bad days. I struggle with a lot of self-blame. I just struggle with a lot of doubt and guilt, especially when the scale is not moving the way that I feel it's supposed to be. After my vacation, I put on like 4.5 pounds, and I am struggling to get that off. I can't say that I've been the most, responsible with my food choices. I have eaten things that I shouldn't be eating, but I contribute that solely to stress and just me having the lack of control over my impulses. But mentally, I struggle, but I am, like I said, I have good days and then I have bad days. But my good days far outweigh the bad. Having a better weight and a lower BMI definitely helps to make things better, but sometimes mental health things, they just kick in, and sometimes I'm a little sad, sometimes I'm angry. It really just depends on the day. But overall, if we were doing a percentage, I am 80% okay, and I'm dealing with that 20% now. Thank you for asking. The next question comes from Andrea Dallas on Facebook. How do you cope with poor appetite? I can barely drink 2 shakes a day. How can I drink enough water after surgery? Fortunately for me, I didn't have any problem whatsoever with not having an appetite. I did go through a phase where I was not really interested in meat. I feel for about 2 months, I was kind of worried because I was like, I don't want any kind of meat. I don't want to eat it. I'm good. I'm not worried about it. And so that worried me, but it kind of faded over time. But there was no issue with me not wanting to eat. So I can't really give you any information on that. But as far as water, the most important thing to remember is you need to have a cup with you at all times. Even when I'm doing my videos, I may cut it out, but I have water with me at all times. I drink at all times. That's the only way you're gonna, get the water in. When your feet hit the floor running, you have to make sure you're drinking water, because if you don't, you're gonna run out of hours in the day. Take your, have a cup in the car, have bottles in the car, have bottles at your desk, have bottles at your bedside. Always have something to drink. That has been the number one way that I've been able to maintain my water intake. Also, invest in a water tracking app. It holds you accountable. And I know you guys are probably like, but it irritates the hell out of me for my phone to keep vibrating like, drink some water, drink some water, drink some water. So I make sure to drink my water so that I don't have to hear that crap. It just really irritates me. Just saying. All right, so the next question comes from Ray Simone. What's the most positive thing you've experienced since you started your journey? Ray, I think for me, the most positive thing that I have experienced is I am a control freak. I have to control everything, meaning if something goes awry, if I'm not able to gauge the outcome of it, I freak out. I need to know what's going on, how it's happening, when it's going to happen, what's the road to get there. And that's just how I've been driven. That's how I am professionally. It helps, build me up. It's really got me to a wonderful place in my life. But in this instance, it has taught me to be patient. It has taught me to be understanding. It has taught me to be kind to myself. In the beginning of my journey, I was so hard on myself. And don't get me wrong, I have days when I'm very, very hard on myself. There are days when I come down on myself and I tear myself apart. And that's, something I'm working on. That's that 20%. But the most positive thing about this journey is I've learned to love myself and to understand that self is working on self. And just because I don't see it as, moving as fast as I can, or, the journey isn't going the way that I think it should, it doesn't mean that I'm failing. And that's been a wonderful revelation for me to take and have from this journey. I definitely believe it's going to be a lifelong lesson. The next question comes from Helen Marie. When do you think it's a good time to buy clothes? I'm still wearing my old clothes and they're starting to get big, but I'm scared to make more clothes purchases. Well, as you can see, I've been buying clothes with my Shein hauls. I started buying clothes, I would say, I feel like 5 or 6 months out. I feel like that's the first time I really started buying clothes because my clothes were so big. I have this red buffalo check plaid shirt that I absolutely love still. It is a 4 from Torrid. And so I put it on and my husband's like, I hate that damn shirt. Can you please stop wearing it? And I'm like, why? And he's like, because it's entirely too big. And I'm like, but I like it. So I'm still wearing some of my old stuff because, to be honest with you, a lot of my old stuff that I had didn't fit me right. So it was either too big or not, the right size, and I was just kind of squeezing into it. Now I can actually wear the stuff that was too small for me when I was bigger. So I have, went through a lot of my clothes and gotten rid of a lot of stuff. I am going to be opening up a Poshmark if you guys are interested in purchasing from there. I know we're all on a weight loss journey here. I'm just saying. I was going to post it on my regular Facebook page. I didn't want to market that on my YouTube, but just saying, if you see it, that's why. So I think that it's all based up on what you feel is the best time. If you feel like your clothes are just getting insanely big and you look like you are from the late 90s and you are just bagging, sagging, tagging, it might be time to get some new clothes. The next question is from Monica Brooks Watkins. Hi, Kelsi. Have you noticed a difference in your mind frame since you stopped weighing in every week? Absolutely. When I was weighing in every week, I felt immense pressure to lose weight from the week before. Mainly because I didn't want you guys disappointed with me. Not that you guys have ever made me feel like you would. I just felt pressured to lose that weight. I felt pressured to show up and show out. And I still feel pressured, but not as much. And maybe that's why I've stalled in certain instances, because I don't get up and I don't push myself like I used to. So maybe I need to start weighing in every week. I don't know. I just had that revelation. But yes, my mind frame is better because I'm not so hard on myself. I give myself grace. If I lose a couple pounds this week, don't lose a pound next week. If I only lose 9 pounds for the month, I'm not overly critical of myself like I used to be. The next question comes from Alicia Drago, sorry. Hey Kelsi, how do you feel less isolated when your family and friends are enjoying eating out at restaurants and having get-togethers? I feel very socially isolated because I don't get invited to a lot of things anymore. Well, Alicia, you may want to change your friend circle or your circle of those who are around you. Just because you've had a weight loss surgery does not mean you're dead in the water. I think that it's important that we as weight loss patients try our hardest to get the message over to friends and family that we can still do things together. I can still be a part of your life. You just have to base things on activities, or we can go eat, but we have to eat somewhere where I can eat too. I know that it's hard, and I know that you feel weird and socially awkward, especially at like birthday parties and bar mitzvahs. I always say that. Birthday parties, bar mitzvahs, weddings, whatever, vacation. But you really have to start tailoring your life to fit your lifestyle now. It's important to understand that you are the writer of your story. You are the author of your story. So whatever you want to happen is going to happen. So you may need to sit down and talk to your friends, and your family or whoever about how it makes you feel to not be invited. Try to understand, why they're not inviting you, because they may not know if you want to come. It's not good to assume, but always make your intentions plain. Always talk to people, because you never know what their intentions are. And maybe they didn't know that it hurts your feelings or makes you feel weird. So just let them know how you feel, and hopefully it'll change. If not, fuck them folks. The next question came from Marcella Schillis. Do you have body dysmorphia? Yes, I do. I struggle with body dysmorphia. I struggle with accepting the fact that I have lost almost 100 pounds. I struggle with that I am not a 330-pound woman anymore. I do still have that big person mentality and personality. I am working with my therapist on that, but absolutely, when I look in the mirror, I do not see someone who's lost the weight that I've lost. I still see the person before the weight. The next question comes from, I think it's Catalina Serrano. Can we talk about hair loss? I am thinking of getting a wig. I got hair and clean underwear. I got my edges back. And I could put it in a bun. I got my edges back. So, if you've been following my journey for a while, you know that yes, I did lose a lot of hair. My hair is still damaged from the surgery. It is coming back, but it's coming back very slowly. I am on biotin, I am on collagen, I take my vitamins. Like, see how they're not as bad as they were, but my edges are very thin. The crown of my head is very thin, but you guys know I love a good wig. You guys know I love a good updo. You guys know I love a good bundle. So, I just, kind of chalked it up. I knew that the possibility of losing hair was a reality. So I just, make me a wig, slap me on a wig. The Lord will bless me with some edges again if he want to. But if he don't, they got beauty supply stores. They got AliExpress. They have whatever I need to be able to, make sure that my physical appearance, the way that I feel about myself is maintained. Now, don't get me wrong. It does bother me that my hair is in the shape that it is. But I'm doing everything that I can to protect my hair and to also, to also help grow my hair back. So, if you're experiencing hair loss and it's affecting your confidence, if it's affecting your, your self-image, by all means, get a wig. Do whatever you need to do to make you feel better. Because, like I told you, you're the author of your own story, okay? All right, so that is all the questions that I had. I really thought that I had more. Maybe I've lost a maybe I've lost a picture or something. I don't know. I feel like I had more, but I hope that was a good video for you guys. I get asked a lot of questions all the time, but then when I make the post saying, hey, you guys, leave your questions here, it's like 5 people will give me questions, but then 3 people will send me an inbox and be like, hey, I have a question. And I get it. Not everybody is social media savvy, and that's perfectly fine. I'll try to answer what I can. You guys are always welcome to email me at kdwmyvsgjourney@gmail.com. I respond to all emails sent to me on Mondays. So if you have a question or if there's something that you don't want to ask publicly, please feel free to email me at kdwmyvsgjourney@gmail.com. I love you guys so very much. You could have been anywhere else in this YouTube world, but you chose to be here with me. If you haven't and you would like to, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. Become a member of my family. I would love to have you here. Also, if you haven't, please make sure to follow or join my Facebook group, One Bite at a Time. It's a safe place to talk about hard things. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.